Is Tucson weird? What makes it weird? And what are some of the weirdest, most random, unusual facts about Tucson that only Tucsonans would know or even be proud of? Hey everyone, it's Kimberly, your go-to real estate agent in Tucson, and today we're getting weird, talking about totally unusual facts about this city that are gonna make you say, really? Okay. If you have a random weird fact about Tucson, throw it down in the comments below. And if you learned something today, make sure you like this video and subscribe for more weird Tucson videos. Reach out to me when you're ready to buy or sell a weird home in Tucson. All my contact information is in the description below each of my weird Tucson videos on this channel. So what are the top weirdest and unusual facts about this city? Number 12. The saguaro cactus only grows in certain parts of the Sonoran Desert, and Tucson is in the middle of the world's largest concentration of saguaro cacti. We Tucsonans love us some saguaro cactus. In 1994, Saguaro National Park in Tucson, Arizona was designated to help protect this species and its habitat. Harming or vandalizing a saguaro in any manner is illegal by state law in Arizona and can result in a Class 4 felony with a possible 3-year, 9-month maximum sentence. Number 11. Speaking of saguaro cacti, the Saguaro Blossom that blooms on the saguaro cactus is the Arizona state flower. But get this, saguaro flowers don't bloom for very long. They open at night and they remain open through the next day, but they're gone within 24 hours. This means that they have a limited time to attract an animal to be pollinated, and we have a very limited time to view them. It's okay though. When they bloom, they put on quite a show. They're worth the wait. Number 10. There is a town within the city of Tucson. When Tucsonans talk about South Tucson, they aren't referring to the south side of Tucson. They are referring to a whole other town. South Tucson is a town literally located inside of the city of Tucson, making it an enclave of the much larger city of Tucson. The population of South Tucson is about 6,000 residents, and the town has its own mayor, town council, police, and fire departments. Also home to some of the best Mexican restaurants you'll ever eat at in America. And that's not a weird fact, it's just a very important fact that everyone should know. Number 9. The first letters of the mountain ranges surrounding the city of Tucson spell out the word Christ. Well, sort of. The Santa Catalina Mountains are found on the north side of Tucson, but Tucsonans just refer to them as the Catalinas. The Rincon Mountains are to the east, the Santa Rita Mountains are to the south, and the Tucson Mountains are to the west. You can add an extra T in there with the Tortolina Mountains, which are to the northwest. Number 8. Speaking of mountains, a jaguar lives in the Santa Rita Mountains. That makes Tucson the northernmost point on the globe where there was most recently a sighting of a jaguar in the wild. El Jefe is the name of the adult male jaguar that was last seen in Arizona. He's been photographed on many different occasions over several years in the Santa Rita Mountains. From November 2011 to 2015, El Jefe was the only wild jaguar that was known to live in the US. However, he hasn't been seen since 2015, so we're not quite sure what he's up to these days, although most believe he has gone back to Mexico, where the closest population of jaguars lives. Number 7. The Tucson Rodeo Parade is the largest non-motorized parade in the world. Tucson's first rodeo parade was almost 100 years ago in 1925, and the tradition is still kept alive due to its committee members, volunteers, and sponsors. The Tucson Rodeo, also known as La Fiesta de los Vaqueros, is held at the Tucson Rodeo Grounds each year and is attended by many in the community. Public school children even get a 4-day weekend, with Tucson schools out of session on the third Thursday and Friday of every February, so that students can celebrate rodeo break with their families. Only in Tucson. Number 6. Here's a weird fact about Arizona as a state. There are only 36 known species of rattlesnakes worldwide, and only 17 species of rattlesnakes in the United States. But a whopping 13 rattlesnake species can be found just in the state of Arizona alone. That's more species of rattlesnakes found in Arizona than any other state. While these venomous animals do pose a threat to both humans and animals, they are not considered the most dangerous animal in Arizona. The most dangerous animal in Arizona is considered to be killer bees. Number 5. Even though Tucson is home to a lot of retirees and snowbirds, the average age here is only 33, which is still 5 years younger than the national average. People move here from all over for many different reasons. Many come to retire or purchase a winter home here, so we have a ton of people here who are in their late 50s, their 60s, their 70s, and older. But we also have a ton of families in Tucson, including military families because of Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, and we have plenty of students moving here to attend the University of Arizona. We might be a popular place to retire, but our average age is still below the national average. Number 4. To date, no one has found the gold hidden in Colossal Cave. Ooh. Okay. This isn't so much a weird fact as it is a fun story. But Colossal Cave is one of the largest dry caverns in the world, meaning that the formations are completely dead and don't grow anymore. The caves are located just southeast of Tucson and are made up of about 3.5 miles of passageways. Colossal Cave has a fascinating history, and visitors can take guided tours to learn more. But my favorite story, which by the way is just a silly story at this point, involves the bandits who stole over $70,000 worth of gold and currency in the late 1800s and supposedly hid it in Colossal Cave. The robbers died in a shootout, but the gold was never found. Number 3. Speedway Boulevard used to be used for street racing, but not the type of street racing we think of today. Speedway Boulevard is one of the longest streets in Tucson and runs east-west, right across the city. But it used to be called Fellman Road. Folks started calling it the Speedway back in 1904 because of all of the wild and crazy horse and buggy races that used to take place on the road, although later, races with horseless carriages used to hit speeds of up to 20 miles an hour. Keep in mind, it was a pretty dusty road back then, so observers of these wild street races probably had to watch the show in a slightly different way than they would today. I saved my 2 favorite weirdest facts for last because they're both about my favorite place in the city, Mount Lemmon. Number 2. Tucson's Mount Lemmon Ski Valley is the southernmost ski destination in all of the United States. When you think about the Tucson desert, you probably don't think about skiing, but Mount Lemmon Ski Valley is a recreational ski area located on the slopes of Mount Lemmon in the Santa Catalina Mountains just north of Tucson. The peak is just under 9,200 feet above sea level, and it gets close to 200 inches of snow each year. Even if you don't ski, the ski lift called the Ski Ride runs year-round and offers some amazing long-distance views of the valleys and mountains. My last fact about Tucson isn't really weird, but it is really cool and rather unusual, so I wanted to include it. Mount Lemmon is one of the few mountain peaks in all of North America named after a woman. Mount Lemmon was named after the botanist Sarah Plummer Lemmon, who made it all the way to the top of the mountain with her husband and a guide who was a local rancher all the way back in 1881. Even more impressive than that was that they were traveling simply by horse and foot. This was obviously before the road was well paved and maintained, and for those of you who have been up to Mount Lemmon before, you would know that this could be no simple climb. They encountered many challenges along the way, not the least of which were dangerous animals and rough conditions, but they documented a lot of vegetation during their exploring, and Sarah Plummer Lemmon proved that she could explore and climb a mountain regardless of its dangers. Very impressive, Mrs. Lemmon. You proved to women everywhere that when there's a will, there's a way. What's your favorite weird or unusual fact about Tucson, Arizona? Throw it down in the comments below. When you're ready to buy a home in Tucson, no matter how weird or unusual it may be, reach out to me and I'll help you find what you're looking for. All my contact information is in the description below each of my videos, and I have many more videos on this channel about Tucson and all it has to offer its visitors and residents, so check those out after this one. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up on your way out the door and subscribe for more Tucson content. It was great hanging out with you guys today, and I'll see you in the next video.